that we are at the end of an age. We're not going to stop that.
IDMR would never be honest and just admit their doomsday prophecies were false, because this would mean that there was no presumed Holy Spirit in Dr. Harris or any of the others claiming to speak for Yahweh.
He is intelligent. You don't know what you're talking about.
Furthermore, because Henry Kinley is on numerous recordings and constantly quoted as saying, "You won't see 2000," his credibility was also drawn into question. Kinley reportedly told certain members, "You won't be far behind me," an ominous warning that laid the foundation for decades of apocalyptic fear. The leaders of IDMR relentlessly told us, "You'll never see the year 2000 because the age must be cut short." They cited Matthew 24:22, which says, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened." This verse was weaponized to reinforce the narrative that the end of the world was imminent. At conventions, Dr. Harris, the group's international dean, would scribble complex calculations on blackboards, confidently proclaiming that the end would come in or before 1996. The conventions in the years leading up to this proclaimed doomsday motivated the students to make sure they attended, as they hoped to quote-unquote be sealed before the end of the age and be present to hear Dr. Harris speak in the last moments. These presentations instilled both fear and certainty that our time was rapidly running out. When 1996 came and went, the leadership avoided admitting they had been wrong. Instead, they reinterpreted their predictions, suggesting that the end of the age might be dispensational rather than literal. Some argued that the Gregorian calendar was irrelevant and that the true 2,000 years since Pentecost were still approaching. Others pointed to statements by Kinley suggesting the age had already ended in 1960, reframing the present time as a grace period to learn and prepare for an impending spiritual climax. This constant shifting of the narrative kept members in a perpetual state of anxiety and readiness. The world could end at any moment, they told us. The uncertainty created a paralyzing fear that seeped into every aspect of our lives, with devastating consequences.
That's right.
Hey, jackasses. False doomsday destroy people's lives.